based in San Antonio, and we kind of look at some at the San Antonio ISD. I mean, they've been having to close campuses or and consolidate schools, and we're seeing that happen across the state in more urbanized areas. Where this declining birth rates, we're beginning to see the impact of that. And actually, see it pretty much across the state. You're seeing it, especially in rural Texas as well.
Yeah.
And so there's that. So you start having this sort of contraction of the support system for young people, but then they age up into primary and secondary school. Post-secondary. So if you look at a lot of the universities in the Midwest and the Northeast, well, maybe there's probably some in the Northeast that continue to keep their enrollment up, but if you look at the Midwest, I mean, you see a lot of, actually all around the country, you see a lot of universities, their enrollment's starting to decline. Texas is, so far, we're doing okay with that, largely because we've had net inflow of migrants, and that's resulting in us being able to keep our enrollment in colleges and universities up. But eventually that probably will be really stretched. And if migration slows, it will potentially stretch it more quickly than what we've seen historically. So then, of course, that contracted cohort ages up into the labor force, and here we have a growing economy. So in a growing economy, you need a growing labor force. And so if we don't continue having net flow of migrants into the state, conceivably we'll see a contraction of the labor force, which will obviously have an economic impact, because if we don't have the workers that we need in the state, then the businesses aren't able to operate.